Baby, you can waste my time, my God. We can go there if you want it.
And welcome back to the show. Maj.
I'm gonna go by Midge.
Nope.
Probably not. Honestly, no. Bad call.
Yeah,
We're gonna say
immediately
no to that one.
Yeah, sorry.
It's gonna be a
I have a
no.
question for you here,
Shoot it, baby.
Mr. Maj.
Senor.
Listen, so it's not even a question. I just want to talk about it. Kid Cudi left the stage the other day at Rolling Loud.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on his side for show. So a lot of people were freaking out. Basically, this dude in the audience, I know it's a dude because there's a video, threw a water bottle at him, and he's like, yo, don't throw shit at me. And then he was basically like, if you do that, I'm leaving. And then another person threw something. And the most of the outcry initially was, because he left the stage.
Yeah.
Most of the outcry initially
Drop the mic.
was, oh, what the fuck? All that. So he like took Kanye's spot in there, I guess, or something like that.
Yeah.
Kanye ended up coming out with another artist later. But like, that's just like, don't do that. Like, right? In my head, it's like, it's so obvious not to do something like that.
Especially because like, it's just dangerous. First, it's clearly disrespectful. I get when people are drunk and like,
Yeah.
if you throw like, I don't know, like underwear on stage, like that's like
That's
there's nothing
different.
classic with that.
Yeah.
But it's like a hard item. It's like, why would you throw
It was
something
like,
at
I think it
someone
was
you
like a
respect?
full water bottle. Like, that's
Yeah.
a blunt object just tossing at him.
It's like, who's got beef with Kid Cudi?
That's what I'm saying.
And why would you be at the show? Someone else, go see someone else.
Right.
And
What
like,
is that about?
okay, what's the expected outcome?
Because like, do they think that he's just hiding Kanye in the back? Like, oh
Probably.
yeah, get him out of here. They're
It's
gonna-
like, yo, if you hit him 3 times, he
Yeah.
turns into Kanye.
we want the weird back half of Donda now.
Do it now.
Dude, Kanye fans are the worst, bro.
I agree.
mean, if that was because I saw a video where they were chanting like Kanye, Kanye as Kid Cudi's walking off. And
Yeah.
I'm like, who really wants Kanye now?
And like, he would
know?
also walk off if people started throwing shit at him.
Well,
Kanye
we
barely
had to get a monologue first.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
no
oh,
doubt
dude.
about it. No doubt.
United
about
Center is like 80% monologued and then 2 songs, and he's like, "See ya," and I'm like, "I already bought a T-shirt."
Oh, when was this?
When he played United Center, like ages ago.
Oh,
This
okay.
was
it. Back in the 2000s.
whatever the good album was.
Was that before or after Pop?
Any of the good ones.
I was like, bro, there's like
When
a
was he
lot
wearing
of
the
good albums.
mask? When he was wearing the masks, like the full like diamond mask, and he had like the big set piece in the middle that wasn't a house; it was something else. It was like a pyramid.
Jesus.
Maybe Jesus.
You do have a shirt from there. I know that.
Jesus. Yeah.
I like to equate Kanye West fans with LeBron James fans.
Oh.
A lot.
Hot take.
Because
Yeah.
no, and this isn't anything against the actual people.
Yeah. Who's got better shoes though? Which one?
Kanye. Kanye has way better shoes. LeBron,
Not all of them, bro.
LeBron, no, I agree, but LeBron shoes for like who he is and the opportunities he has, weak in my opinion.
I wouldn't.
It's official.
I'm
baby.
not going out to buy a pair of LeBrons. So
Even you saying that sounds weird. I'm like, what are you talking
Right.
about?
exactly.
Like LeBrons, they sound like.
And I
You're gonna buy a short.
consider myself a sneakerhead.
I'm like, are
and
they
I would
suspenders? What are they?
Not buying LeBrons.
Yeah, no, he had
LeBrons?
like one pair that was like nice mesh and it was like brownish
Yeah.
white or whatever. It was kind of cool, but
I'll
that's
buy
about
Like
it.
a
Kyrie's
bolo
before
tie
that.
or something.
Kyrie's are nice. Yeah.
Kyrie's are sick.
Yeah.
Oh, can I tell you my Kyrie story?
Yes.
So I obviously don't watch.
He knows who
many.
Kyrie
I don't
is.
know. I don't know about them sports. You know what I'm
Just talking
saying?
about sports. What?
This was in college, so downtown, like Kyrie.
this is embarrassing that he's
When he
wearing
dropped
them.
his shoes, his Nike collab, and they're sick. They have like the little dragon things on the back. I'm like, I really like those shoes. I did not know that his name was pronounced Kyrie. I only knew that spelling like from church, like Kyrie Eleison, or the song by Mr. Mister, also named Kyrie.
Don't you dare
So
try
I
to
walked
justify
into the Nike store on Michigan Avenue, like the big Nike town thing. It's like, oh, I'm looking for the Kyries. And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, the new shoes.
He walks in a house of hoops.
They're really
I want to make it clear. It was a house of hoops. And
Yeah,
he walks in. He's like, I would like the Kyrie Irvings, please.
I didn't know it was the last time. I was like,
I'm
I just
sure
want-
you didn't.
I'm like, I just want the Kyries. And they're like, don't you? I'm like, Kyrie? And I'm like, it wouldn't be pronounced that. And I'm like, I'm trying to correct the
Condescending
dude.
as hell.
And and I'm pretty sure they had them. And the guy's like, yeah, we don't have those. Whatever this kid, no, we don't have those.
They probably sold out.
I'm like, you guys have shoes? And I'm like, he's like, no, we don't have shoes.
It's-
And I'm like, he's like, you probably just get this kid out of here.
That-
So I know now.
How embarrassing for you.
he was
super
the number one
embarrassing.
overall draft pick, an absolute boss at Duke. Like, come on.
Listen, I'm sorry to this man. I don't know this man.
That's
My
fine.
apologies to this man.
Okay, no, but the point I was making about LeBron and
Right.
Kanye West fans. So I'm on Twitter. I'm a Twitter guy. Twitter's like my main form of social media. It's my favorite one. If you go, and I'm on sports Twitter a lot. So if you go and you see like an argument made for like LeBron's the best ever, it's an overdone thing. But like people will comment and just be like, LeBron James is the best ever because like he bought a house here and his sons are respectable people and shit. And you're like,
Irrelevant.
what does this have anything to do with
Irrelevant.
anything? And then you'll go on Kanye stuff, and it's basically the same thing, where people are just pulling stuff out of anywhere
Yes.
and being like, "Well, Kanye West probably is a great swimmer, so he's probably the best rapper ever."
No,
And you're
Kanye
like,
West is not buoyant, bro.
I don't.
I-
he's dense.
I've heard
That boy's
I've heard
dense.
hilarious stories about him playing basketball,
Oh, I'm sure.
where he's just doing like the most obnoxious move, and like it may work, and then like he's just like just like there's no mic to drop. But,
Drake's
like,
got buckets.
well, he's also got like I think he comes overdressed.
He also hires his friends to play with him.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is funny.
Drake's
he started his own league and then got
Dude.
all of his friends to come in that he knew was worse than him, so he can just ball
Yeah.
on them all.
Drake's the kind of guy where
That's
like
some shit right there.
That's
He's
called
probably
I got
yeah.
FU money.
Yep, exactly.
Dude, he does, and like it's cool. Like, he's got a court, he's got a locker room, like it's the whole thing. But I'm like, dude, like I don't want to be that play with the guy that comes out with a full like
He's wearing
kit.
leg sleeves.
He had a full outfit and like a trainer. I'm like, this isn't going to be fun for
Aubrey
any
Graham's
of us.
out to play, bro.
It's
Yeah.
true. I mean, like,
Aubrey.
he is good for sure. His fandom's hilarious though. Like,
Drake fans are.
he's no. Him being fans of teams,
Oh yeah. Oh,
fans of the Raptors makes a whole lot of sense. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, yeah.
That's you
Yeah.
know where he's from and all that stuff. Kentucky.
He's a Kentucky fan?
Oh yeah, and then like, there's like videos of him in the locker room,
Does he
like
show up
freaking
to
out with the
Kentucky
guys and
games?
shit. Oh yeah, for sure.
Doesn't-
Less now because
doesn't-
they're not good anymore.
yeah.
but
He was really into a WNBA team too, right?
Well,
maybe.
In the same season with Kentucky.
Not sure. But it was just hilarious because there's like a picture of like Devin Booker and Drake just together. And I'm like, what is going on
Well,
right
that's
now?
on Kendall Jenner.
Right.
huh?
And I'm like, how does Kentucky connect
Not
with
anymore. They
Toronto
broke
at
up.
all?
They broke up.
They did break up.
Oh no.
Yeah. You knew who Devin Booker was though, so,
So that's a
props to
plus.
you.
because of
Yeah,
Kendall Jenner.
seriously. Props to you.
Because of Kendall Jenner.
fair.
So yeah, that's
like,
that
oh, that's
on
Kendall
that.
Jenner's boyfriend. That's how I would introduce him. I'm like, oh, this is Kendall's boyfriend. Because we're on a first name basis like that. And
I'm
I'd
sure.
be introducing Dev. Who am I? Yeah.
I'm sure.
I don't know what party this is, but
It's incredible that you guys are so close and I never met her, but
yeah. Well, you know, we
Keep it
keep it
exclusive.
really low key.
it's
You know,
not like you're dating her.
no.
He's married.
I'm married to a husband, Kayla.
Yeah, we all know husband
Happily
Kayla. We
married.
love husband Kayla.
No, the Jenner Kardashian situation. I don't know how they're getting all these like high profile like relationships because I can't imagine
I
like
do.
as an athlete going into that and be like they film everything. Everything is so like market. It can't be enjoyable to be
Well,
like in that.
that was part of Kanye's problem, right? He didn't want to be filmed. He didn't want to have his
Yeah.
conversations recorded.
Like that doesn't sound like you can't
So-
go anywhere.
But think, like,
that sounds
they
really
don't-
inconvenient.
A lot of the athletes specifically, like they're not on camera much with them. Like you didn't see shit with Devin Booker and Kendall unless somebody else took it from some outside.
Yeah.
Or like Ben Simmons, you didn't see him once.
You
You
know, like
still
pop-
haven't seen him because he doesn't play basketball. I
That's
guess.
true. I guess NBA players they still get paparazzi.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I don't know. Not
But
my
like,
vibe.
you know, if you're Tristan Thompson,
Okay, well,
that's a different
Wait,
story.
isn't there another baby?
yeah.
There's
Oh,
another
yeah.
baby.
And they're not together.
Chicago Bulls legend.
TT should have stepped on his foot too.
He played
man.
about 4 minutes and made more news with all the Kardashian
Did
shit
he
than
play
he did.
4 minutes?
He
They
play is a subjective term. He
Okay.
tried his best, I
Alright.
think.
Have you been to the Museum of Science and Industry?
I drove by it the other day too.
Yeah, not
yes.
even unrelated. But they had
Completely
for
related.
for the longest
Completely
time
unrelated.
they had this science demo about just like pitch, angle, velocity, all this sort of stuff. But it was with D Rose.
Yeah.
And with like just the basketball analogy. So it was all of these scientific breakdowns of his shot.
Well, he's
and, like,
explosive as shit. It
Yeah.
was actually really cool.
but they kept it up for like years after he stopped playing for the
Yeah.
Bulls. And I think there was just a little bit of hope, or perhaps there's just a funding thing. But like, I definitely saw that exhibit like well after
Still a
D Rose's
legend.
prime.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's still in the uniform.
The next booth over is like a knee surgery booth, and you learn everything about like injuries.
Yeah.
I love you, Derek.
So after
You're
you
literally
fall,
my
yeah,
favorite.
if you have glass bones, then check this out.
Yeah, it's like glass houses or whatever. That's a
Yeah,
term.
don't
right?
throw basketballs if you live in a glass house.
There you go. Drake doesn't live in a
We all know this. Yeah.
glass house.
Oh God. But
That's that.
I was about your original point about Kid Cudi at Rolling Loud.
Yes.
There has been just like some general weirdness with people, like with concerts and festivals coming
Yeah.
back. And I think either COVID kind of changed things where people's social behaviors are different.
Probably.
But I feel like it's with social media, like people treat artists and people that they, I think generally would respect, like, you know, in their own time.
Yeah.
Weird in a crowd. Like they shout weird things, they do weird things.
Like you build confidence when you're kind of not seen.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like I remember like all those old videos from like the 90s of all the fans like running after the van, or like just the mob effect of like, what's gonna happen? Like that sounds so scary to be that person.
Yeah.
And I would hate that. So
I agree.
Yeah, hopefully we don't become too famous.
This is a PSA.
You know what I mean?
I don't think we're gonna get chased in buses, but you know, if you want to, it's a pipe dream of his, I suppose. So
Yeah,
let's
sure.
do it.
Yeah. I'm quick.
There's a certain level of respect, and I think it's probably in the rules and guidelines. Like anybody reads those, but like, you know, there's certain things where you got to do. Like, hey, let's not throw stuff at the performers that we're watching. That seems like a pretty good one. Let's try to avoid like, you know, punching people in the face if you're moshing, if they're not joining it, or like, for instance, I'm not a big mosh pit guy. I'll go to shows that, you know, elicit mosh pits, I suppose, because they're fun and awesome.
Yeah.
But then,
Dua
like,
Lipa.
you'll see dudes run in just like fists blazing. I'm like, it's not really about just hammering people in the face
That's
the
their
whole time.
moment, man.
I know,
Yeah.
it's just crazy that they're like, I'm gonna go to this place and I'm gonna destroy a random person.
Whoa, talk about Lollapalooza, which is coming up
Yes.
soon. You saw Travis Scott and you were like front row.
Yeah.
And I was in the back
Did you get
and had
attacked?
a completely different experience. Because I was like, yeah, the show was kind of lame, kind of boring. Like he didn't really do the full songs. And Terry came out and like his whole like aura
Sweating.
was different. Yeah, you must have lost like 4,000 calories that show.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
It was a lot. I mean, like one of the major moshes was right in front of me, and like getting pushed and shoved around. It also like rained for like 10 minutes and then it stopped. And it was at the same time. So like Astro World dropped on the East Coast. So he played like,
Oh shit.
stopped and started like half the songs.
That's right, it just dropped out.
And then like, yeah, and it was like
What timing?
crazy. Like I was hot. People were getting stepped on. Like people were just getting thrown around and getting thrown in the air. And like at one point he was pointing like, yo, cut that out. Like remember, because he kept stopping the show.
Yeah.
He was probably afraid he's gonna get arrested again.
It was,
Now,
it was scary.
This is before, you know, the tragedy.
Yes.
This is years before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
I forgot about
And
that.
how
Oh,
how
my.
quickly the world has forgotten about that.
Yep.
That's a tragedy.
I mean, that's how stuff works.
Yeah.
Something happens, news cycle. See ya, nothing happened.
Bro, the news cycle's vicious, man.
Yep.
I try to stay off of Twitter because it's just like the Bermuda Triangle of social media.
Oh, it is.
What's
yeah.
going on there? I
Yeah.
want to get out. Every time I get on there, I'm like, I'm into it for 5 minutes maybe,
Yeah.
and then I'll just read the most horrible things. I'm just like,
And then you
I
just
gotta
go to your job.
I gotta go.
It's
Yeah.
like 15,000 people murdered, and you're like,
people on
ooh,
Twitter
I
all
have
the-
a campaign that I got to start working on tomorrow. So I
Yeah,
should
it's
probably
like,
go figure that one
Yeah,
out.
how do we sell microphones to
It's
kids?
insane. It is
Stupid,
insane.
bro.
Unrelated, though.
True.
Music is something that we do. That's part of our friendship.
That sounds so
It's
sweet.
fun. We do music together. And we have a playlist on Spotify called Unrelated with Maj and Vince, or Madge or Moj,
Mooj.
like that.
Mooj.
So yeah,
Moj Vince.
please go follow that and listen
Yeah.
to it. We're gonna keep giving our recommendations as they come. Got a couple with me today.
Yep.
I just realized something too. You should get a pit,
A pit?
like dig a hole.
Where?
It'd be a Maj pit.
Oh.
Stop it. Stop that. That's
I was like, a
ridiculous.
pit? I got two
It's
arms.
good.
Oh, no.
It's good. Okay.
No.
Yeah. So I'll let that one marinate.
Yeah, no, episode 4. Hot,
Let that
bro.
sit for 5 minutes. Throw it on the grill. It'll taste.
We'll be back next week with my pit. Episode 5, live from the pit.
Where's Maj today? Oh, he's sitting in his.
I'm in
hole.
the pit.
He's sitting in his backyard, just like
such emphasis on the
Pit.
yeah. We dictate on this one.
That's so fun. So, just unrelated.
Yes.
What is a pit versus like a hole?
Oh dear.
Because I'm thinking of the classic
Is
novel.
it conceptual?
Was it Lewis Sacker movie and book Holes?
Yeah.
Aren't those pits?
Well, same thing with the middle of a peach or like right here.
Right.
I don't
You have
know.
to dig that.
I feel like a pit is more pointed. I don't know why.
Oh, DePaul reference. Look at you, bro.
Oh, true.
But
Okay.
that's just a sunken area.
Maybe a pit is a sunken area
Definition
and a
of pits
hole is a
is,
dugout. Can you dig a pit or can you dig a hole? Is it a pit bowl?
Well, I mean, there's the classic line, "Keep on digging,"
yeah.
and that's a hole.
Digging up,
He's-
up home.
Yeah.
That's too damn.
That's too damn bad.
It's too damn bad.
It's like, I want to dig a pit. That's too damn bad. Keep on digging.
I don't know. We're gonna do
A hole, specifically, he
We're
said.
gonna do some Google research.
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
difference
yeah.
between a pit and a hole because I feel like
Grandpa.
I'm tired of digging, Grandpa. It's too damn bad.
And they were digging holes.
Yes, and they were very clearly not digging pits.
I feel like a pit is a place. Like a pit is a
And
place
a hole is a home.
Yeah. A pit is a place of despair. You know?
Yeah.
Like I've fallen into a pit,
yeah.
right? Or I dug a hole. But you're digging yourself out of a hole.
Or like your pitfall. It's never
A
hole fall.
pitfall. Passion pit.
Yeah.
Pet.
Would you guys listen to never mind.
Nope. Unrelated.
Passion hole, thank you. So a few recommendations, unrelated. A few
Unrelated.
recommendations
Pitbulls.
here.
hate
So
this.
I've been telling you this, like I feel like for a week and a half now, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3, 4, who knows. Electric Guest is my new obsession.
Right.
It's like it's not new to anybody else, but it's new to me. And I'll put on Dear to Me and it'll be like 76 in the morning, roll the windows down, drink some coffee, and I'm just cruising. That's definitely like where my musical interests lie, like in like a nice, like groovy, kind of upbeat, get
Oh,
to
yeah.
going things. And then the saddest I'll go is just groovy and sad.
Yeah,
So I'm into groovy stuff. Electric Guest is great. Do you have something that you've been listening to?
Music is, I music. I interact with music, listen
Yes.
to it, see it. You know what I'm saying? I do this thing recently now where I think when I find an artist, it's really just like because of New Music Friday.
Yeah.
If I'm discovering an artist in their song for the first time and it's just like, it's, that intersection where it's just like, it's great. I'll just repeat that song forever. I'll intermix it with some other stuff.
Sure.
But I think it actually it's become a problem. And I've noticed this where I'll find this one song by this one artist and I won't check out any of their other music.
Yeah.
And sometimes if I see an album or whatever, like years later, I'll get into it. But there's something weird about this. I'm going through that now with the song Natural by this artist called Breland.
Okay.
Breland. Zach knows this one. Breland? Yeah, Breland.
Thanks, Zach.
Yes, it's a country song, and it's always happens to me where I don't listen to country music often, but when I do, it's
Sometimes
one
it hits.
song,
Yeah.
and it just keeps going,
Yeah.
and going, and going.
I get
And,
that.
yeah, that's one of them.
Do you think that's like kind of like the playlist that they like already make for you matches your interests and stuff like that? Do you think that affects you listening to more music from an artist? I used to be like very into full albums.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm not listening to enough artists. I'm just listening to a lot of full albums of the artists that I like. So like my difficulty was I'm listening to a lot of the same person instead of a lot of different people. Switch that around. And now I'm almost like exclusively listening to separate songs for different people, just shuffle them around. And stuff.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where I can't really recall like the artist or the name of the song.
Yeah.
I like know
you just
what
know the tune.
I know. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I know like a couple licks, and I know what the album art looks like vaguely. And I don't know. It's shuffle vibes. That's what I'm on.
But I feel like if one album comes out that I'm very excited for, I will listen to the whole thing. I won't even listen to them separately. I'll listen to them as a whole, like a storybook.
yeah.
So yeah, maybe
Dude, I
that's
used to do
good.
it with Drake, and then he keeps dropping bad music. And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
we didn't talk about that, but
don't need to. It's not
his
worth
most
talking
recent
about.
one is an L.
Is it that everyone's like, oh, it's so mid? I'm like, no.
No, it's
Because
bad.
Mid sounds like
It was-
redeemable. You're like, oh, cool, like good effort. Not good effort, bro.
Not mid.
The best parts of the recent 2 Drake albums were the parts where Drake was not doing anything.
It was the emojis for the last.
I was
one
like,
for
cool,
me.
great sample.
Yeah.
Great production. Drake didn't do that.
Yeah.
Or I was like, cool, like dance hall. I'm like, right, get Drake out of here.
And also he took that, and Amina said it was okay, but he took that sample from Amina and that one song. So whatever. But I have another thing,
Yeah, hit
which
me
is
with it.
closer to the like depressing side of my groovy stuff that I like listening to.
Yeah.
Sam Willis.
Train
He-
gazing?
What's that?
Train gazing?
Train Gazing's incredible.
Yes.
Yes. He also has a song called Curious. I believe he's British. I don't want to misspeak, so I'm sorry. Sam, in
Curious.
advance.
Like I said that.
He exudes sex. There's no other way around it. That's just what it is. Like he'll come in and he'll like his voice is literally like an aphrodisiac, I
Yeah, yeah,
suppose.
yeah.
Like you listen to it and you're like, yes. But then he's singing about sad shit, and I'm just like,
Was the other guy James Vickery? Is that his name?
yes.
Yeah, him too.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, how do people sing like that?
Did I show you
It's
him or
really
did you show me him?
No, you showed me both of these people.
There you go.
These
You're
are all
welcome.
Vince type music.
That's how it goes.
You know, when I hear a new song and I'm like, I'm not even gonna send it to Vince because he already knows the song. I'm like, there's no point because he's like, oh yeah, let's do it 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, yeah, cool.
What I do enjoy though is that we do we listen to a lot of similar music, but we also, I would say more than that, like we listen to a lot of very different things.
Yeah.
Like you like a lot of pop. I don't listen to a lot of pop naturally. That kind of gets me to listen to pop.
Yes, it's
So-
an addiction. It's horrible. I blame it on my parents for only allowing me to have like Britney Spears, NSYNC, and Backstreet Boys to listen to, and I'm like, cool. Well, I've got all the music I need.
Did you have those little things that played like one song?
Hit clips.
Those were awesome.
Let's talk about it.
Throw back to
Let's
that.
talk. It didn't play the whole song. It played
played
like
a clip of the
45. That's what it's called, clips, bro. So like I had a whole like jingle jangle key
Brick
ring
and
of
mortar
them.
iTunes.
And I was like, oh, I want to listen to like 45 seconds of this one Britney Spears song. Yeah, and I was like, and then it's over. I'm like, all right, pop in a new one.
That is crazy.
Yeah, because this is the same time as like tape, CD. So like there was other options for music, but that was
Sure.
like the hot new thing. It was like tooth tunes, but you know, without the toothbrushing.
Oh my God.
Talk about that.
Tunes.
Yeah.
That was so dumb.
Listen, if
every morning,
you mean
same
genius,
song.
listen.
Yeah.
I think for me, I was too old when Tooth Tunes came out, and the music that I was having on, I was like, there wasn't the right kind of like intersection to be a success. But I think if they came out now as a novelty,
Yeah.
and you can get throwback songs on, just like if it was like a Quip,
Get a speaker.
like Quip plus Tooth Tunes like partnership,
yeah.
but then with throwback music. So if you could like say, oh, I want to hear David Archuleta's Crush while I brush my teeth only. And like, as soon as I get to the bridge, then like I'm finished. And then I can like brush, I don't know, like go on the other side.
Yeah.
That would be, I would spend $200 on that.
Okay, first off, toothbrush speaker solution right there.
Yeah.
Second off,
Bone conductor.
I really wanted, also, if it went too long, you would actually start ripping
That's what it is.
You would rip the enamel off your teeth by brushing it too long.
Yeah,
if you're
2
just
months
feeling
on.
it. I wanted a
36
Tooth
months.
Tunes, and I don't remember the exact words my dad said, but I was like, hey, I want to get this. Can we call this number? He's like, that might be the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. So that was shut down really quickly.
Yeah.
And I respect him because then it doesn't make me buy like dumb things. I think that's really dumb. I'm not going to lie.
They have to be still around. Who owns the IP of Tooth
Hit
Tunes?
the eBay, no free ads.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to see if I can invest in this and bring it back. This is going to be my new
Sounds like a
business
horrible
adventure.
investment. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Yep.
Okay, my guy. I have another thing for you here,
Yeah,
okay?
maybe we'll go.
Unrelated.
Unrelated, yeah.
I was having this thought the other day.
Mm.
I've
since
been
college for me.
really, doing a podcast. You think about things. You're like, this would be really interesting to talk about. So here we go. You watch a show,
Yep.
you see something, and you're like, damn, that'd be fun as hell if I was just right in there, someone
Yep.
slotted us in.
Mhm.
So my question to you, fictional characters only,
Easy.
who would you want to be friends with?
Are we choosing one?
Oh, no, I got like 5.
I mean, the first one that comes to mind, Tony Stark, but only when he's like rich and like not
Before
like in the
Endgame
desert.
or after?
Oh no! This is, Vegas.
That
Tony
was a
Stark.
joke.
Yeah. City life, Tony Stark.
Got it.
I'm not flying around and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I remember I still have visceral memories of that first movie, and I was like, "This is the coolest movie I've ever seen."
Yeah.
I want to be like this guy. I would say my number 2 pick, and just because it's slightly less realistic, is Larry Boy from VeggieTales.
Larry
But specifically the superhero
Boy.
version of Larry the Cucumber.
Wow.
His life was dope. His theme song is like one of the best musical moments like ever. And yeah, his car was cool. It's suction cup wheels.
What does he do when the
Needed
cameras
that.
are off?
He's just chilling, playing video
Just
games.
sitting there?
He's also like he was the unbothered superhero. Like
Yeah.
he didn't really want to do it, and then everyone was like, "You gotta save him," and he's like, "All right, cool." And then you learn a lesson about not telling lies, and you're like, "This is great." So that all sounds good to me. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, that's
Would you, so for both of those picks already, would
Yeah.
you want to be in the worlds that they're at, or would you want them to come into your world?
No, I want to be in Larry Boy's world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would hang out with their friends and stuff.
Yeah, I think he was friends with Asparagus. And,
There was a tomato.
and then a
thrown in there.
smaller, well, Bob. Yeah, we know
Yeah,
Bob.
we all
We
know
know Bob. Yeah, I would be a vegetable. That sounds fun. Tony Stark, yeah. That sounds a little bit more dangerous.
You wouldn't be a vegetable though. You would be you in there. Like, so would you be too tall?
Oh.
See,
I'm a
'cause
threat in
I
their
was like,
world.
I was like, I'm gonna bring them to me.
And
they're gonna be part of my life.
I'm gonna need to change my answer then.
No, I'm just saying, like, you could bring Larry with you.
Oh, see, I always imagine myself going to their world. I mean, their friends.
I like
right?
that though.
Yeah.
You can have that choice too. I like it.
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't want any fictional characters in my life.
Right now?
Yeah, no. Because the real people is too much already. This is wacky.
I've hit my cap on
Yeah, no.
I'm done.
I got some zany characters in my life, man.
can't- yeah.
No famous ones, bro. Get them out of here. I will say, if I was going to be into this is a COVID thing, but I got really into Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
So if I could just be Link or Link adjacent, that'd be great. Also, he'd be a great friend because he's just always willing to go above and beyond and just help people, find treasure, defeat some monsters, save the gal and get home. And that's great.
I like that.
Also, he's ageless, so like drop the skincare routine. Who's your choice then?
Okay, so
What world do you drop?
I got a couple. I know a lot of people watch this show, but like I feel like the vast majority haven't, or maybe only saw a little bit of it. There's a show called Disenchantment on Netflix.
Yeah.
And Eric Andre plays a character called Lucy. And his whole character concept or whatever is he is the devil on the shoulder of the main character of the show. And initially I'm like, he's going to be trouble. And he is all the time.
Yeah, he's a devil.
All he does the whole time is just tell her to do the bad thing. And like, obviously Eric Andre's hilarious. All the things he says, absolutely hilarious. I would love to have him with me just so we could walk around and I'd be like, walking past a grate on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like, jump on it. That would kill me.
You just want an instigator in your
Yeah,
life.
it's just like,
hey,
oh, the fire
yeah.
won't start. It's like, probably should put a bunch of gas in
You
there.
should stick your tongue in that socket.
Yeah. It's like, hey, have you ever
It'd be fun.
siphoned gas out of somebody's car? It's
Yeah,
like,
do it today.
Why not today?
Yeah, I just happen to have a tube with me.
The thing is, she doesn't have to listen to him, but she often does, and it often
Yeah.
works out really poorly. And I would like that. Like,
Okay.
invite the chaos into
I was gonna say,
my
like, it sounds
life.
like you want to invite the chaos into your life.
I do.
Interesting. I want to go to the chaos and then come back.
Like teleport.
Oh,
That's a callback. Thanks.
Escapism, part
Thank you,
one.
everybody. I would like to see him. We would both advance our lives. Mine would be for the worse, and his would be for the better,
Yeah.
which is good for him. My second one, I'm kind of going on the same path here of like insane wild card stuff.
Okay,
So a lot more people have seen this. Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
classic.
It might be my favorite show of all time. Chaos. I thought about all the main characters in there. I'm like, who am I going to take and who are we going to actually utilize here? Charlie Kelly, specifically. So he's played by Charlie Day. He's like the janitor of the man in the bar.
Yep.
And he basically takes care of all the stuff in the bar. And he is a wild card.
Yeah, he really needs a cough drop. His
He's-
voice, man.
Yeah, he does. And he screams all the time and he sleeps in the same pull-out bed as Danny DeVito's character, Frank. And he sniffs glue.
Yeah. So you want that? You want that in your life? man?
That scenario, I would rather be there. Like at their bar in
We
Philadelphia.
can go to Philadelphia.
I know,
I've
but
been.
what's the state called?
New York.
New York.
It's PNEU, New York.
New Jersey.
New York. New Jersey.
Pain.
The Jersey Shore.
My last one here, Bronn, Game of Thrones. He would protect me and he would drink a lot with
Oh,
me.
I thought you
and
meant
it'd be so
LeBron.
fun.
I was like, wow, after all that, you would be friends with LeBron.
Sir LeBron of Blackwater. That guy. So
Could you imagine
overall,
LeBron, not in Space Jam, but in Game of Thrones?
Bron's also chaos. I'm just saying. And amazing. Well, Ed Sheeran was in it, so I guess anybody can be in it.
There you go.
I don't know why people were so upset about that.
It was just like,
Whatever.
I wasn't upset. More so as like,
But you didn't
why?
like it.
I hated it, honestly. But I wouldn't say I was upset because I was like, whatever. It was one scene, who cares? But him singing in this completely like modern day voice did not
Ed
pass.
Sheeran is a voice of the ages, bro. You can put him anywhere.
No,
man.
I don't think he
Castle
sings
on
like
the Hill
somebody
can play
from-
at any time. That is a class. Him, Beethoven, and the person who wrote the Larry Boy theme song, just top tier. I don't know his name, but respect to that. I don't
Probably
know.
also Ed. Yeah, no, I didn't care for him in that show at all. And they were also grasping for air at that point. It was weird. They were
Yeah.
like, let's make it all very like popular and like cinematic and shit. And then they
Yeah.
left the Starbucks cup in there. So
I would not want to be friends with anyone from Game of Thrones. They all.
what about Sir Bronn of Blackwater?
I know too much about all of them.
That's true.
So sorry. No. The sound of the horn spinning around is Terry telling us to get
Yeah.
the fuck out of
We
here.
just got the buzzer beater, kids.
Sorry, Terry has a dinner date once again. 15
And it's with
minutes.
me.
We
It's gonna
gotta
be
go.
So adorable.
Yeah.
So listen,
Yeah.
playlist.
Mhm.
Probably subscribe, follow it, listen to all of it.
It's
I
pretty
think,
good.
I think we have good music choices.
It's a concise one.
I agree.
YouTube channel that you're watching this on. Just like go, ding,
Yeah.
click that little subscribe, put that bell on.
Yeah.
ring
Ask
it
us a
for
question.
us.
Leave us a comment. What character you want in your life? What's
Please.
your superpower?
Let's
Tell
make
us about it.
Yeah.
If you're better than us at golf, please tell us how to get better.
Give
Anything.
me.
We're open to anything.
I'm gonna post a video of my swing, and then please just roast it.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're gonna do. Follow us on socials, do all that stuff. You guys are very fun and awesome and amazing, and I appreciate all of you. Snaps,
See ya.
love, heart. Goodbye.
Bye.
Baby, you can waste my time, my guy. We can go there if you want it.